Hello, I'm Gallant Skink, and in this video, I'm going to be letting a wealthy investor make all of the major decisions for my park. Also, quick disclaimer, the voice you will be hearing in this video is not AI, it is actually my friend Baelish, who also has a dinosaur gaming channel. If you want to check him out, it'll be linked in the description. I highly recommend his content. But essentially, yeah, he just sent me some audio files, a beginning, an end, and then just a random assortment of challenges that we will have to discover here shortly. So let's get this arrival point down and get this challenge started.
Hello. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Bale. I'm your primary investor, and I'll be in charge of what direction we'll take our park in. I've always dreamt of opening a dinosaur park ever since my dad died and left me a large inheritance last year, and I'm glad to have you to help. Granted, the gaming beaver was my first choice, but he wasn't available. But skinks are like beavers, right? Anyways, I bring you the ideas, and you help them come to life. I can't wait to work with you.
Alright, seems we're getting started off with a friendly introduction then. Good to see we're not getting straight into the chaos. Let's get down this Expedition Center. And you know what? We'll go with the Jurassic Park one. Why not? Then we'll, of course, need some power. Large power station. There we go. So now that I got this basic layout right here, I'm just waiting for the next command from my boss to figure out, you know, what attractions we should start off with.
Okay, so listen, I know we have a generous budget, but I kinda want most of it, so please keep your expenditures low. You can have your bonus after my children get their college fund, and guess what? I have 5. Oh, and my favorite dinosaur is a stego, so can we have one of those, please?
Okay, well, it sounds like we're getting started with a stego. And I really didn't like that part about the budget, because, you know, I like to spare no expense in my parks. But, I mean, whatever the investor says goes. So, you know what? We're going to be building a cheap park, starting with a stego, I guess. So, let's see. Stego. Okay, it's only going to take 2 points to mine this bad boy up. So, we should just need the 1 employee. You will do, Mr. Aaron. Alright, let's go dig up this Stegosaurus. And while we've got that expedition going, I'm going to go ahead and make this stego exhibit. And you know what? I'm going to make it right next to the entrance. So that if he comes over here to visit the park, he can just, you know, see his stupid stegosaur and then leave. And since we're supposed to be cheap, I guess I'll just use the small electrified fence. Alright, so I could have actually gotten some stegos in here already. I decided to actually go ahead and dig up a few more fossils so that I can unlock the male genome. Because if we're going to start, like, focusing on savings, the best way to do that is get our dinos breeding so I don't have to pump any more out. I'm just going to finish adding all this stuff that they like. So they like fiber. And where's some ground fruit? Oh, this one has ground fruit and ground fiber. Perfect. So I'll add that. And I guess I could smooth down this terrain a little bit, kind of around the water. There we go. And let's see if these have any defects. Traits. Yeah, I am gonna spend money to get rid of that, because I'm probably gonna have some more dinos in here with the stegos, so I definitely don't want them trying to fight whatever else I add here. And, dang it, I'm gonna need more genetics. I did go ahead and hire a second scientist, so we can train her up. There we go. Do I have you already on your max genetics? Yeah. Ooh, I should have added... I always forget about these little modules, but we can actually... Yes, cheaper genetics. And... advanced equipment. That way... all of our eggs always turn out well. Alright, so we got 3 stegos here, and the male here is both skittish and aggressive. So if he does start causing problems with the other dinos, I'm just going to have to wait for him to pass on his seed and then ship him out of here, because I do not need him messing up my park. Ooh, and we have a contract available. So I guess we still have contractors even though we have our main investor. So you know what? I think the investor's really gonna like it if we pick this one to raise our earnings out of the negative, or else, yeah, he's probably gonna be pretty upset if I can't do that. And also, before I forget, I'm going to get down a maintenance team. So we'll just smack that right here. But anyways, it is time to release the stegosaurs. So here they come. Woohoo, gotta love these stegos, right? I mean, I guess stegos aren't that bad. I just think that they're kind of lame and undeserving of their reputation, which is probably gonna anger a lot of people, but come on, they're pretty much just like cows with spikes. And then of course we gotta get some amenities down because dinosaurs aren't enough for some people. They need to buy some goods. So that should please those folks. And then we'll just route power over here. There we go, we should be turning a profit any moment now. Oh yeah, here come the guests. Let's take a look. Are we making a profit? Yes we are, perfect.
Hey, good job on getting the ball rolling with the park. It's definitely starting to take shape, but I'm still concerned that the visitors might not be able to find the dinosaurs. So could you make a big sign pointing towards them so they can't miss it? Because I don't want to be handing out refunds.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna miss the dinosaurs, right? Because it's not like they're at the very beginning of the park. You know what? Fine, we'll get down a sign. And you know, I might have said that it was gonna be the last time I used this sign, and then I might have reused it after saying that in my aquatic video. But, I mean, this is supposed to be a budget park, so you know what? We're gonna put down this sign. We're not even gonna change the name on it. It's gonna be Compyland. There's maybe gonna be some compies here. That's not gonna be the focus. But you know what? That completes that stupid challenge. And oh look, we get a contract. Perfect. Now, who all do these spiky fellows get along with? Ooh, scavengers on there. Maybe we could get some compies in here right off the bat so it isn't blatant false advertising. And while they're digging that, I actually realized that when he was referring to the sign, he said he wanted it to be pointing at the dinosaurs. So let me see if I can get something like that worked out. So I'm gonna move this back just a little bit. So I looked up arrow. We have this to work with. Maybe if we make it red, then that will suffice. Because I really don't want to be making my boss angry. There we go. So yeah, the dinosaurs are that way. Everyone understands that, right? Let's see from a person's perspective. So I'm walking, Compyland, big red arrow, turn this way. Oh look, there's the dinosaurs. So yeah, I would call that a successful challenge complete right there. You know, I'm not meaning to brag too much, but I may just be the greatest park manager, and I'm sure my investor, Mr. Bale, would agree with me on that one. Although I did just kind of miss the bonus on this, but that doesn't matter. No, what matters is we went on an expedition, all right? How much was it for? So we went on an expedition for $21,000 and came back with this massive pile of loot. So we're just gonna sell all of that. Perfect. And then we get some compy DNA as a little bonus to our ore extraction journey. Alright, let's get some compies in this enclosure. And I'm gonna go ahead and release a few more compies into here. But I just got them this neat little breeding ground set up, so they should start breeding soon enough.
Do you know that the leader of the Dinosaur Welfare Committee is calling out our security measures? Saying that they're underdeveloped. Well, let's show them how skilled our response teams really are. Get our best ranger to do some laps around the meanest dinosaur you got. That'll teach him to doubt our staff.
Meanest dinosaur? I mean, all we got is stegos and compies. But, I mean, this stego right here is the alpha right here, you know? And I guess I can give her a cool name like Mean Machine! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Yeah! This is a mean dino right here, right? Oh yeah, you don't like that, do you, Mean Machine? Just doing a little bit of drift, flexing that steering wheel. There we go. Now I'm actually kind of getting into the groove of this. Okay, I think that was enough laps. That did kind of get me thinking, though. Maybe I should get some meaner dinosaurs in here. That's gonna draw in a crowd, right? Now, I wonder what constitutes as a mean dinosaur. I feel like Carno's got to be up there on the mean list. What else do we got here? Now, this guy right here, Majungasaurus. He looks pretty mean to me. He's got that steal your lunch money just so you can eat the coins type of look to him. So we're gonna go mine up a few of those. Although I do have my staff taking a break here. They were about to revolt, so kind of a necessary measure. And I have this challenge going right here to increase our compy count to 15. I'm hoping... Have they been using any... Oh wait, that's a stego nest. My bad. Have they been using any of these yet? No? Okay. Might just have to make some compies real quick. It will all be worth it just so I can get that sweet bonus for this challenge because it's got a pretty good payout. Now let's go dig ourselves up a Majungasaurus. And oh my, it's gonna take 7 minutes. Guess we can go ahead and release these compies at least to complete that challenge. And oh great, a dinosaur handler was injured. Now, ordinarily I would pay my employees compensation. I'm a good boss, but I think we all know what the investor would want. You know, my hands are kind of tied here. Whatever the investor wants, the investor gets. You know, if it was up to me, I'd be giving everyone bigger paychecks, but just can't do that. Sabotage. Protesters are impacting your publicity ratings, so fewer guests are visiting. Okay, so he wasn't lying about that dinosaur group, I guess. Good thing we did those laps around the stego. I'm sure things would have been a lot worse if we didn't do that. Oh, look, seems we've gotten some more minerals over here. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and be naming these unnamed stegosaurs after names from my comments section. One of you suggested Garrett, which will be our male stegosaur over here. And you will be Terry Datonta, or however you say that. Now, usually I'll just do a random color and pattern, but I saw this skin color is called Death Valley, and that sounds pretty mean, right? And then, let's see. Red's a mean color, right? Yeah. Also, I'm probably going to continue using this hatchery for the time being, just because hatcheries are expensive, and we've been told to keep the cost down low. So, let's see. Eggs. What is... Excuse me. Deny responsibility. Let's just pause the game here real quick. Now, explain to me why this fence is broken. Was it you? It had to be you, because I know these little guys didn't break that fence. From the start, I knew Garrett over here would be a problem, okay? And I was hoping he would get breeding so we could sell him off. But he doesn't even want to get breeding. He's just been complaining the whole time, and now he's breaking out of enclosures. So, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to get you out of here. We're probably gonna send you to the kitchen. And I better get an emergency shelter right here. Open it up. Oh, I already know the investor's not gonna be pleased with this one. Oh my, it was not a good idea to get this many compies in here. Alternate idea. We could turn Garrett into hamburgers, or we can use them to feed our latest addition to the park. And the name I chose for this first Majungasaurus is I Ate His Hands, which someone left as a reference to my recurring employee, Mr. No Hands, who actually hasn't shown himself in this park, at least not yet. Excuse me, buddy, did I just hear you hit this fence? Yeah, you're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret that real soon. I'm warning you, buddy. Oh, low health? Is it because you don't have enough food? Oh, you need some ground fiber and ground fruit? You know what? Fine, I'll give you that, because I don't want my dinos just dying of starvation. That's just sad. What the? Died of pneumonia? When did you get pneumonia? You know what? Get this fool out of here. Should've just used you for the kitchen. Now you got diseased pneumonia meat.
Hey man, congratulations on the latest addition to the park. It's making waves. It's doing so great, in fact, that I have a buyer who wants it in his backyard right now. So be a good man and send the beauty to their new home. And do it fast.
okay. I mean, the latest addition is the Majungasaurus, so I guess I have no other choice than to get rid of one of these. So, we will capture one of the females. We'll do the unnamed one, and then we can still get these two to breed. Well, I know you weren't here very long, so, I mean, I'm not really gonna miss you. I hope you enjoy living in some rich person's yard. Now, when I was on the hunt for a mean dinosaur to add, I was actually pretty torn between the Carno and the Majungasaurus, but then I realized, you know, why not just get both? So this is gonna be our Carno exhibit, and carnivores tend to do pretty well when it comes to bringing in money, so I think this is the profitable thing to do. And would you look at that? Life finds a way. And I really like the look of this one. I went ahead and named this one Golden Child because it's gold looking. Yeah, you wonder why I ask for you guys to give me names. I'm not the best at picking creative names for dinos, that's for sure. Ah, great, we're getting another call. Guess I gotta pick up.
You know, I've been thinking about something for the past couple of days. I'm getting real tired of this Rex versus Spino bullshit. Do me a favor and put two of them together and make them get along. That'll get those fans riled up.
Oh, okay. Well, this was going to be a Carno exhibit. I guess we can make it a temporary battleground. And really, at first, I kind of had high hopes. You know, Stego wasn't that bad of an idea, sign, but now these requests are starting to get a little bit more crazy, especially given that I'm supposed to be budgeting myself, and now I am researching probably two of the most expensive dinosaurs in the game just so I can have them fight to the death. I'm really starting to regret this contract. What is this? Crurutans. Fossils. Looks like a alligator. Wish we could hatch that thing, but... Alright, let's see. T-Rex. Oh great, it's even gonna be expensive to extract. Perfect. And I do suppose that whatever dinosaur wins this fight, it's going to get a bump in infamy rating, so it's gonna bring in a lot more customers. So you know what? Maybe I'm wrong in this situation for thinking this isn't the economical decision to make. Hey, let's not be doing that, okay? Come here, buddy. I got someone for you to meet. Now, I actually did a Rex versus Spino in my last video, but they ended up having enough room where they could just separate. Okay, yeah. Now they're both getting drawn in. But this time, we kind of need one of them to win. So, you know what? They're all next to each other. I'm just gonna skirt on out of here. Alright. Looks like it's time for the battle to begin. Or not. What are you all doing? Could you just... I really do hate these things. Capture team, come get these guys. Welcome to the fight pit. A fully honeycombed high security wall ensuring that these guys will finish their business. Oh, somebody's angry. Alright, let's go. I got my money on the Spino, but we'll see. Looks like he's already getting bloody. Oh, and backing off and running away just like last time. Unfortunately, unlike last time, there's nowhere to run, so you're gonna have to finish this fight. Just finish the job, Rex. He's laying down. And you know, every time they hit their head on the wall, they lose some health. So, either way, we're gonna find a winner. I think if the Spino just like chills out a little bit longer, then it can win. Because the Rex's health is getting pretty low, and now I think it's starving. Yeah. Rex is gonna be dead soon. Let's go ahead, get a medical team patrolling right here. And there we go, Spino wins. I'll just pause this, remove all of these walls. And look, the medical team's here, healing up the Spino. And yeah, completely ungrateful for his medical care. And I mean, I guess he helped the team out of the enclosure, so that was nice. Oh, I almost forgot that we had the rotting corpse of the Rex here, so I just sent a helicopter to go ahead and remove that, because no one wants to see that. And really, the only trace of this fight ever happening is just the outline of where the enclosure was, and I think that's funny, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Now, before I got sidetracked with this ridiculous request from my investor, I was actually making a Carnotaurus enclosure, and I think if I reroute power a little bit, this area right here may be perfect for that.
I don't think people are satisfied with our level of security at this park, which I don't really understand because our missing children numbers are at an all-time low. But you know what restores public faith? An epic rescue. So let's stage a dinosaur escape and have one of our rangers save the day. It'll almost be like a movie.
You know, that idea is absolutely terrible, but you know what? He's my investor, so I gotta do it. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get the capture team at the ready just to minimize casualties. Oh, what is this? That fence just magically disappeared? They are chomping at the bit to get out of this enclosure. And that's a few more Majungasaurus than I remember actually being in here. They got some juveniles, it seems. And I am missing all of my shots. Okay, got that one. Now get these. Come on. There we go. And the last one is over here. I'm sorry if I hit anybody in the crowd with a tranquilizing dart. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. There we go. Direct shot to the neck. Perfect. And, we're gonna accept responsibility, which might sound crazy, but this is us saying that, yeah, this happened. And our ranger team is so good that they stopped some people from getting killed. And let's see what our profits are looking. Oh, great. Minus 49,000. That's what we like to see. The site owner wants an incubating dinosaur ready as soon as possible. They want your staff to work overtime to achieve that. Force your scientists to work overtime to incubate the dinosaur faster, or your scientist's well-being comes first. I think we all know what the investor would want. So we're gonna do that. And hooray! The Carnos are ready. We're just gonna release these guys over here. And I feel like this enclosure isn't going to be large enough, but we'll just have to wait and see. Worst case scenario, I can just kind of move it around here. It's already a weird shape as it is anyways. And would you look at that? We are meeting the bare minimum requirements. I couldn't think of anything that would make the investor more happy than that. And you know what? Why not capitalize on the newest addition to the park by taking some cool photos? Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. And oh dear. A call from my investor this soon. I really don't want to pick up, but I feel like I don't really have a choice, do I?
I just got a look at our record of current expenses, and it seems that you're going a bit crazy with our enclosure budget. I'd like you to reduce the size of one of your paddocks so we can make some of that money back. Otherwise, you're going to be forcing me to fly second class.
Alrighty. Not what I was wanting to hear. Let's see, Majungasaurus. I almost think I can, like, cut this thing in half. And they're probably going to want some more water in this part, right? This is probably the first idea from the investor that I'm, like, genuinely behind. You know? Because now, instead of just removing this fence right here and recouping my investment, I'm going to make this a new enclosure. So we got some Parasaur, Dinokairos, Homolusophail, I'm not saying that right, I already know for sure, and Gallimimus. And I'm definitely going to get this guy, maybe this one and this one, just some little herbivores. Oh wow, it's snowing? How magical. Yeah, the mean machine over here does not seem too happy about this weather. Now, I just placed down those lagoons and got the money. Now, what if I just undo all of that. You see, that's how you keep profits at a maximum right there. And now I can release a population of not only Gallimimuses, but also these guys.
Hey, so, bit of an urgent one. I just saw a post from Triassic Park's Twitter page. They've just introduced a new shiny Allosaurus. Listen, we can't let those bastards beat us again, so let's make 2 right now, and make them scary, because nobody wants to see a peacekeeping carnivore.
We all heard the man, Allosaurus. I'm not sure how to make it scary. Not sure that's a request I can fulfill. But you know what? Whatever. Yeah, fine. We can get an Allosaurus in here. Why not? I mean, I guess I could make it scary by making a zipline track over the enclosure. That would make it pretty scary. Alright, so I have my Allosaurus right here, and he specified to just get 2 of them. Oh no, that looks scary enough. Is there anything we can do with traits? A big appetite, that's scary, so I'm not gonna fix that. I guess resilience. It's gonna be a very resilient creature. Or actually, wait a second, let me bring this back down. We're gonna turn offense all the way up. And I've done pretty much nothing to alter this enclosure, but they like to have pasture and woodland, and I actually really like the look of this pond, so I am hoping that they will be fine with this enclosure just the way it is. Oh yeah, that's scary. It's gotta be better than whatever our investor was talking about. Triassic Park? That sounds like an awful place. Like, what are they even gonna have at Triassic Park? Dimetrodons? Because those things are totally lame.
I've received word that the science sector at your park are thinking of forming a union against Jurassic Park. Not on my watch. Fire them all immediately. There's always somebody we can pay less.
Okay. Fire them all, you say? All of them? All 1, 2, 3. I've hired like 6 people, which is way more than I usually do, and now I gotta fire them all. Well, sorry, but I gotta let you go. And yeah, after just waiting like a few minutes, I go to profits. 400,000 a minute. You know, I don't like all this investor's ideas, but I gotta say, he's pretty good at saving money. So, you know, that's a plus. I think overall the park is doing pretty well. Oh wow, just flip that goat and what? Again? Really?
Alright, don't be mad, but I may have sold some shares of the park to the cartel. Now let's not really get into the nitty-gritty details of whether or not I had a choice, but what's important is that they want a big change, and that is to open up a new dinosaur battle coliseum for personal friends of the cartel to enjoy. So could you maybe do us a favor by keeping us alive and doing as they wish? Thank you. See, I told him, now can you put the gun down?
Well, you know what? I take back everything I said. This investor sucks. Battle Coliseum. Where am I even? I guess we could use... Got this island or this section over here. I kind of like the island idea. Oh, and just so you guys know, that file was named Final Command. So this is our final challenge from the investor. And I'm glad he saved this one for last, because this is going to be intense, I think. Now, whenever I heard Battle Coliseum, I immediately started to think, where is it? I've like never used this thing before. And I don't care about these contracts. I'm fulfilling the contracts of my investor first and foremost. But here it is, amphitheater. I think this is gonna be the perfect battle coliseum. Alright, there we go. Nobody is breaking through this thing. Once they get into this arena, the only way out is going to be death. So we'll just sprinkle some sand, some rock, get some nice decorations, some bones of the fallen right over here. Maybe a few like girders kind of as obstacles. That might work. I'd say that's a pretty good looking arena right there. We're gonna tranquilize this Carno. And how about... should we put I ate his hands into the Coliseum? You know what? Why not? Welcome, members of the cartel, to the first fight at our very own exclusive Dinosaur Coliseum. Now, right here you can see we got the Carnotaurus taking a look around the battleground, and the latecomer Majungasaurus just getting off the helicopter. And yeah, he is ready for a fight. Apparently he ate some guy's hands, and he is not happy to see the Carno right here. And it seems that the Carno has actually gotten sidetracked, seems to be sniffing around, and the Majungasaurus is coming up behind him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I put all of my money on the Carnotaurus because he's like twice the size of the Majungasaurus. You know, I didn't quite realize that until I had them both in this Coliseum, but you know what, now the fight's on, and it seems that the crowd is excited for this one. Oh, looks like the Carno is trying to actually break out of the Coliseum. Good thing we spared no expense with our amazing fencing technology. This is the 7-layer dip of heavy fences, and you can see he can't even get through the first one. He's gonna have to fight his way out of this one. No, I don't believe you heard me correctly, Mr. Carno. You're gonna have to fight your way out of this one. There is no breaking out. Just, we all know you're gonna win. Just take care of the problem. I know the expression goes, teamwork makes the dream work, but you are supposed to be opponents. You aren't supposed to be teaming up to break down this wall. Just a second, I need to go get a glass of water. Alright, those two dinosaurs I got in there, they are total losers who are refusing to fight, so I need to get some Allosaurus action here ASAP. I know I only got 2 of these, but it sounded a lot like if I don't get this fight going on, then both me and my boss are gonna be dead. And oh look, okay, what are you? Female, okay. I'm gonna cancel that. Where is it? Cancel. We're gonna get the adult female, and then, you know what, these two can breed. Probably gonna cause some genetic faults, but you know what, who cares? Alright everybody, I am back, and I am just getting word that we have an Allosaurus inbound. That's right, a secret competitor for this first fight. She's big, she's mean, she is a dinosaur hunting machine and going in straight for the charge. Oh, this is going to be a battle for the ages. Allosaurus versus Carnotaurus. Let's go. Oh, a brutal hit from the Allosaurus. My, oh my. Oh, but the Carno's getting a good attack. Oh, the Carno is dead. Allosaurus reigns supreme in this one, but let's not forget we still have the Majungasaurus in the fight. You all know him and love him. I ate his hands. And it seems that the Allosaurus is getting an intermittent snack during this fight off of the dead Carnotaurus. And the Majungasaurus is hiding behind a rock. Oh, a deadly blow from the Allosaurus. Allosaurus reigns supreme. Both the Carnotaurus and Majungasaurus, I ate his hands, are now dead and to be served at our delightful diner. Anyways, with that being the last challenge of this video, I am now left to my own devices on this park. I hope you did enjoy the video. I had a lot of fun recording this one. It was definitely different from any other challenge I've done on the channel. Like I said earlier, make sure to check out Baelish's channel as well, and tell me if you'd like to see more challenges like this in the future. As always, take care, and I will see you in the next video.